I haven't felt like this in 3 years. Sophomore year to be exact. My very first start on varsity as a pitcher. My body was covered in the chills, goosebumps all throughout my body, butterflies in my stomach. It was senior day, last game of the season, and I was starting on the mound. I was sitting in front of my locker in the baseball locker room of my high school, which would inevitably be the last time ever. I knew this day would come, but I did not think these would be the circumstances. I had not actually pitched in a game since last season. In January, I suffered a torn UCL, a ligament in the elbow. It was a dream-shattering, career-ending injury. I remember it like yesterday. I was sitting in the doctor's office with my parents. The doctor looked at me and then said very slowly, "Benjamin, I'm very sorry, but you've torn your UCL. The only way to recover from this is surgery known as Tommy John. Once you get Tommy John, it will take another year of physical therapy to get back to normal." Once I heard this, I knew my future dreams were ruined. My number one dream growing up as a baseball player. Ever since I was a child, I dreamed of playing college baseball, that next level. That was the plan. I worked hard my entire high school career to reach this goal. Spent hours in the gym, hours working on my mechanics. I went to showcases. I did so successfully, actually. By the time the injury happened in January, I was ready to commit to a school. However, once they found out about it, they had to recant their offer. The unreliability of my elbow was a risk they could not take. If I got the surgery, I'd be rehabbing for a year just to come back and play nowhere. There was no way for me to play college, and I would not be ready in time for my senior season coming up. Therefore, I decided against the serious surgery. I was devastated. It was hard for me to wrap my head around that my baseball career was being cut this short. I feel like I barely even started. Bring it back to today, senior day. I put on my jersey with 32 on the back, which I've been wearing my whole life for the last time. I slowly button each button to soak in the moment. I tie my cleats, and it's finally time to head up to the field. Time to get into game mode, one last time. A feeling I have been yearning ever since my injury. The crowd is starting to build. Kids, friends, family, teachers, all in the stands. My pitching coach, a friend, a mentor, who has helped me guide me as a player and person throughout my whole high school career, was waiting for me in the dugout. He greets me with, "This is it, Benny. Even if only for a few pitches, even if this is not what any of us expected, go out and get him one last time. Do it for yourself." It hit me. I was actually about to do this for one last time. When the injury happened back in January, I was convinced I would not step on the diamond ever again in my life. But my coach thought otherwise. He knew how much baseball meant to me. He knew how hard I worked. And because of this, he kept me in part of the program and gave me a roster spot in the spring. I was even named a captain, a huge honor. I sat on the bench the whole year, supporting my teammates. But the whole time, I just wanted to get back on the mound one last time, get some sort of closure. I had that desire to get that competitive feel in my stomach one last time that every athlete has. My coach knew this and gave me the opportunity. One last time, one last batter, on today, senior day. No matter the outcome, though, of facing this one batter, I would do what I loved one last time, and that's all that mattered. It didn't matter the pain. I would do my best and make the best out of a horrible situation. When the injury happened, the mental struggle was unbearable. I could not grasp that for the next 4 years, I would not be able to step on the diamond and pitch. Actually, I would not be able to step on the diamond and pitch for the rest of my life. However, now given this opportunity, I could have some sort of closure. After grabbing a quick drink in the dugout, soaking everything in, the field, the smells, the sunflower seeds, the noises one last time, my catcher signals to me. It's time to go for the bullpen and get ready for one last hoorah. Brett and I, my catcher for the last 8 years, walk to the bullpen. We walk past all the parents and fans who have supported me all along the way. Before I start to warm up, I hear Brett say, "Take it slow, champ. Haven't used the cannon in a while." It felt good to be back. I've been yearning this for months. I lightly warm up, not overdoing it obviously, and then we head back into the dugout. It was time for the senior day ceremony. All of us seniors lined up behind home plate waiting for our names to be called. I was called last. Number 32, left-handed pitcher, Captain Ben Raider. I walk out, past home plate, towards my coaches. I give them all hugs and receive flowers and a picture. Wow, this really was the end. All the memories and lessons I've had all throughout baseball all built up to this. I continue walking to my parents who are waiting for me at third base. I give my mom the flowers and give her a big hug. She was choked up, couldn't say a word. It was the last time, after going to baseball games for 12 years, that she would see her son play. My dad just had a proud smile on his face for the courage his son was portraying. We then joined the rest of my teammates and their parents in between second and third base for the national anthem. The national anthem ends, and it's finally time for war, one last time. My team huddles in front of the dugout. The one captain, James, goes in the middle. Team, for us seniors, it's our last time playing together after many years. Let's go get him. Go get him one last time, leave everything out there. I was pumped. We break, and I go to get the game ball from the ump. The umpire's name is Mike. He's been calling my games ever since Little League. I receive the ball and he says to me, Ben, I just want to say, it's a pleasure that I get to call you for one last time. Wow, this truly was meaningful to me. I was going to get some closure in a baseball career that I wanted to last much longer than it actually did. I slowly walk out to the mound, bracing everything. I toe the rubber. I was finally back out there. I never thought this day would come. Never thought I'd feel like this again. A few months ago, I was broken down. I thought it was all over. Nothing in the world would ever feel as good as this. I lightly warm up. I didn't want to waste any type of gas I had left on warm-up pitches. I throw 5 pitches, and then my catcher throws it down second base. The infield brings it into me. Give me one last words of encouragement before I face the last batter of my life. Go get him, Raider. Let's go, kid. You got this. My arm was killing me. No one is supposed to throw with a torn UCL. However, I had to do it. My teammates run back to their positions. It was go time. My heart was pounding. I never thought this day would come, and here it was in front of me. My heart was pounding. I haven't had this much fun since the last time I was out on the mound. It was my true love. The batter steps into the box and I toe the rubber. I look in for the sign. I come set, raise my leg, and deliver the pitch as fast as my arm would physically allow me to. Low, ball 1. Wow, first pitch back, it felt great. I couldn't even focus on the pain. I get ready for pitch 2. I eye in, come set, and deliver. Strike 1. This was an accomplishment all in itself. I had no ligament in my elbow. I had no control over the ball. It kept moving quickly. The adrenaline was pumping. Pitch 3. I gas it. I put all my might behind it. Ball, high, inside. I felt pain on this one. Winston stretched my arm. My second baseman saw me but called out, "Let's go, Raider. You got this, kid. One more, kid. You got this." I knew he was right. I had to do it. So I get ready again. Look in, come set, and deliver. The batter swings and drives it to left field. I may have just given up a hit on my last batter that I would ever face in my life, but that was not the point. The outcome was not the point. The experience was the point. He rounds first, they get the ball in, and the infield begins to bring it in. My coach slowly walks out of the dugout. I glare at him. I don't want it to end. I just want to stay out here forever, but I was happy I was able to do it. He takes the ball out of my hand, shakes my hand, then gives me a hug. My infielders, my teammates, my bandit brothers around me all give me hugs as well. I go through each one of them, telling them how much of an honor it's been to play them. My injury absolutely shattered my future dreams. I was on the fast track to play the next 4 years at a high level, but I couldn't anymore. I walk off the field, my coaches and teammates on the bench waiting to embrace me. I go through each of them, handshakes, high fives, hugs. I sit on the bench, take off my cap, take a deep breath of relief. Wow. Now it was over. I knew it was over. My family knew it was over. My teammates knew it was over. But it was over on my terms, and I was finally happy with how my career ended, even though it might have been cut short.